Welcome to the Knights of the Round. Today we're talking about the Titanfall beta and giving our impressions about that. We're also going to be talking about PlayStation versus Xbox One. This is PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. We're not choosing a winner, but we're just going to give our impressions of what we got so far.
So Nintendo's not in this?
Nintendo is relevant?
Okay.
Is Nintendo relevant?
We got Mario.
Okay. Xbox One versus the PlayStation 4. Alright, so we're going to start this off with the Titanfall beta and our impressions. I know everybody at this table has played the Titanfall beta, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with Steven and your thoughts on that Titanfall beta.
It is a very impressive piece of work they have there at Respawn. I think they got a winner on their hands, and it's hands down probably one of the best online shooters I've played in quite a while.
Yeah. Andrew
This
said,
is coming off just the beta.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't even the actual game.
This is just a little slice of the pie, like this much, and the pie is all like.
well, Andrew made some very bold statement on Facebook. You said that this is going to be the greatest multiplayer game ever created.
To this point, yeah. I think so.
Why did you think that?
Just the way it played. I mean, the way it played. It's just all the different options. They give you a good vertical feel to the game, which hasn't been around since, I'm guessing, Halo.
Yeah.
Did a decent job at it. I don't know. I just have a good feeling about this. I mean, it mixes your shooter like Call of Duty, Battlefield, but then you get it's a whole new mix with the robots.
Yes.
I mean, you bring them in, it's a whole new game. You know. I think the robots have advantages and disadvantages along with being a soldier. So it gives you two different ways to play. If you like being in the Titan, you stay in the Titan. If you like being just a soldier, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah. I definitely agree with the verticality of the game. It definitely. Whoa! Look that up in the dictionary. This is a big word. Woo! That's right. I'm getting professional in here.
Yeah.
All right. I do like the jetpacks, and
Yes.
I think those who played the Titanfall beta, everybody here, would agree that from the Knights of the Round, the first discussion, I said it was Call of Duty on steroids. Am I correct on that statement?
I don't think Call of Duty should be used.
No, I don't.
And this is coming from a 10-year veteran of Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty.
But it plays really close to Call of Duty in the feel of the game. I'm saying like
the button
feel,
layout,
yes,
and that's about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the feel of the game feels like Call of Duty, but then when you start playing it, like you're doing jetpacks, running on walls and jumping on Titans, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Dennis, what were your thoughts on that?
I don't know, it's a great game. I really like the fact that you can be in a Titan. It's got an old school like mech warrior feel to it. Great, except for just not vast desert that you run around and randomly find.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it plays really fluently. It has a great button layout, and I definitely think it's gonna kill a lot of games this year.
Yes, I'm really impressed with the two maps. I was playing that for hours. There's two maps, so
15?
yeah, 15. Larry's played it on the computer, right?
Yeah. I played it on Xbox One.
Oh, you did? Okay. So, what were your thoughts, Larry?
Well, overall, great game. I think the Titans really, balanced out as far as classes. Overall multiplayer. You kind of like it's really very team based. So if you have all type of one class, you kind of have to switch it up a little bit. You don't all want to be the same type of class because you kind of get like overpowered or outnumbered. But I only played it on the Xbox One and the PC. PC kind of it's hard to control. Not very controllable. But the Xbox One played very well. I only played the beta. Great game so far. Nothing negative about it.
I was going to say, does anybody else have anything like negative about the game that they thought when they were playing it and wanted to change or?
At this point, there's nothing really that can like stand out because
it's just a beta.
It's just
a
beta.
And still, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a beta, and really, we don't have any problems with it.
Basically, if you're a fan of first-person shooters and online gaming,
there you go.
You're gonna like this game.
There's automatic.
There's pretty much nothing that can say, "Oh wow, I really don't like this game." Unless you're just like one of those weird, super hyper-realistic people.
Or unless you just suck at first-person shooters.
Yeah, that too.
But if you're a camper,
oh yeah.
not in this game.
No, you can't do that. One big thing I wanted to point out. It's a really big thing for me. Andrew informed me of this, that it will have split screen in it. And that was a huge thing. The beta didn't have that, and I had a problem with that. And I found out it's going to have split screen. I'm happy now. Me and Laura are going to be playing that all the time. I guess one thing for me that I had a little bit of a problem with was the bots. Like, I'm not sure about it. It was a 6-on-6, and you had bots. You had like AI controlled opponents.
But I like with what Respawn came out and said why they did it.
Yeah, it's to add to the feel of you're in this battle.
Yeah,
and you're not just 6 people there fighting each other.
Yeah, and I think you were the one that told me that it had Titans in it and stuff like that, and it wouldn't be powerful enough to handle all of those people on the screen at once. I'm just looking at Battlefield where I have a 32-on-32 and just wondering why I can't do that in Titanfall.
Look at how bad
Yeah,
they
look at the
did
bad
when
one,
they
yeah.
launched.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Play the game.
The server crashes.
If I can say something, I mean, it'll probably be really good for the network, you know, just to have, 6-on-6 with the AIs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not everyone's gonna have a perfect connection. So if you got 6-on-6 with the AIs, perfect game, nothing's gonna get screwy.
Right.
Nobody like lagging across the screen. I mean, I played Battlefield when it first came out.
Yeah.
I think I almost broke it.
Yeah, but I stopped playing it until they're going to fix it. But
also
Steven
one
said
reason
it's
what they
fixed.
said why they added it was it gives everyone can play the game now. If you're a first time playing it, playing a first person shooter, you got the bots to shoot at, and it gives them time to instead of going face up with somebody that's been playing shooters for 15 years, they have a chance to build into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the bots. At first, I didn't think I was going to like it. I like how there's 2 separate ones. So you got the what are they the
grunts.
the grunts of the easier ones, and then the specters.
Mm-hmm.
They are a little more. They got a little more firepower. They'll shoot at your titans, and they don't just stand in the way so you can walk over top of them.
Yeah,
And I actually read that you can hack into the specters
You can.
and use them. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
That's crazy.
That's
you
kinda
go up
cool.
to hold X and
So aren't they supposed to, as people play more and the game actually launches, they're supposed to learn how you play too?
Through
So
the-
when you
through
play,
the-
they actually.
to the cloud.
Through the cloud, yeah. Through the cloud. And the bots are going to actually become
Titanfall?
more. Wesley, what are your thoughts on Titanfall?
He loves it.
Running
Speechless.
on walls,
Running on
jumping on
walls.
trains, and killing people, and changing your damage.
This is very insightful
A
information.
time weapon.
Hey, what's that?
A time weapon.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you say hi to YouTube?
Yeah, say hi to you too, Wes.
Hi.
Yes, that's very insightful.
Ratings have already gone up.
Yeah, I know. Ratings are going up as we speak. We're definitely coming back to Titanfall for a full review of the game. Moving on to the Xbox versus PlayStation.
There's no fanboys. Well, there's going to be
No, this is
general
all.
conversation, right?
Yes, no fanboys.
It is getting hot in here.
I will.
Quite warm.
Even though it's getting hot in here.
Play on.
All right. Well then. So I consider myself not a fanboy. I own an Xbox One. I don't own a PlayStation 4. I chose the Xbox One over the PlayStation 4
You just like
on
love
launch
video
day.
game systems, right?
Yes, I like. Oh my god! I'm just a little thirsty. I got That's awesome. All right. So
We are professional.
Is Microsoft paying you?
Microsoft is paying Andrew to give good reviews.
No.
But yeah, I chose the Xbox One over the PlayStation 4 for what it can do now. I like what just like the fact that the system is able to do, TV. It's the all-in-one system. As of right now, on launch day, it was a no-brainer for me. The Kinect was really impressive. I wanted, speaking to my Xbox is a great feeling. Walking in, saying Xbox on, and then just comes on, turns my TV on, turns the stereo system on. Right, it's all awesome. Now I'm just going to give my thoughts real quick, and then I'm going to ask it all of you guys. But the PlayStation 4, I can see myself eventually buying one, and I'm really impressed with Sony and their focus on the gamer. That really stands out to me. They seem like they're refocusing, their attention to delivering great content for the gamer. And And
I agree.
So that's my thoughts. I do see myself buying a PlayStation 4 later on down the road. Great price. I'm very happy with my Xbox One, especially with Titanfall coming out for exclusive. I mean, I'm happy with what I got. So, moving on. Larry, give me your thoughts. Larry he owns a PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me your thoughts on that.
PS4, it's for me, it's a good console. You know, it's $100 less than the competition. You know, it's said to be more powerful than the competition. So otherwise, you know, you can share, you know, your multimedia, your video games, you know, like your gameplay, you know, live, or you can record it, you know, through Twitch, YouTube, you know, live stream. You also can do second screen with your Vita. You can also, you know, actually play your PS4 through your Vita through Wi-Fi. You can be anywhere in the world as long as your PS4 is connected to the internet. And my Vita's connected to the internet. I can put my PS4 on my actual Vita system.
That's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That's awesome.
PlayStation Plus, it's a great deal, you know. Free games. Who doesn't want free games?
All right,
that's free games.
Yeah, exactly. That was the point. The PlayStation is definitely delivering better free games with their Plus, which costs $10 less than Microsoft, and they're delivering better games for free. Last month, wasn't it Borderlands 2 and Bioshock Infinite? Two Game of the Year nominees for free.
Wow.
I mean, some of them. I mean, they won Game of the Year awards. So
The last was probably doing that list.
And
The last was probably doing that list.
yes, well,
that
that is the really great game. Yeah. But and then Xbox, on the other hand, is offering. I mean, good games, but not so great. I haven't been really too impressed. They did Dead Island was their last, you know, good game.
Was the only one.
And then they did Gears of War, which I'm not. I mean, I understand you want to give a free game to Gears of War. I love Gears of War, but that game came out when the Xbox 360 first came out. Why not give us Gears of War 3 or
Judgment?
You know, or Judgment?
Right.
But I mean, because I think everybody that owns an Xbox 360 already played Gears of War.
Yeah.
But
I hope so.
yeah, I mean, so for $10 less, PlayStation Plus seems to be offering, you know, better games for free. You know, a better like incentive.
But that's where their online ends compared to Xbox Live.
All right. Well, let me say one more thing. Also, the internal hard drive, it's upgradable. You know, as with the competition, non-upgradable.
But Xbox does offer external.
Right.
So
it's a whole other box that you have to have.
yeah, but how big are they now?
So the one they're talking about is like this big and like that thick.
You're gonna be able to get them. You can hook anyone.
Yeah,
up
you
to
can
it.
hook any.
Now you can actually.
I mean, I got a hard
Well,
drive.
can you put your game saves
300
into
gigabytes
the
small
the
enough.
external? Can you put your games on the external drive or no?
Yeah.
That's what they said. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
not terrible.
it's gonna fill up pretty quick. I think I'm already at
Yeah.
what 20-30% already.
I'm making like 300 gigs. And I got every PS4 game set for like, like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's going down.
So, Steven, you on an Xbox One, man? What's up, Steven?
What's up?
I'm happy with my choice so far. I chose it mainly because I like the exclusives that Microsoft bring to the table. Titanfall was a big push towards it.
Right.
But I'd like Danny said, PlayStation's doing good stuff too, and I mean I'm the same with Danny. I'll probably get one down the road, just not anytime soon, but couple years down the road, maybe I'll get one. I mean, it all just depends on if they got the right type of games coming out that I see myself wanting to buy just for the console. But I mean, the Kinect, I love the features of the Kinect. It's
it's
not being properly utilized right now, but the fact that you can sit there and say Xbox watch TV and it brings your TV up, and you can be like Xbox watch HBO and it boom right to HBO. Like you don't.
I'm waiting for my Xbox to go to HBO. it's like don't register.
I mean, Xbox, don't say it.
Yeah.
I mean, it has its fault. It's not perfect.
No.
But,
Yeah.
I mean,
no game system is.
Yeah, anything.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, I love
Close
Dreamcast.
to it.
What if it's just too far ahead.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Topic, guys. Let's go
A moment of
Xbox.
silence for Dreamcast, and also a moment of silence for Nintendo for not being part of this discussion at all.
Well,
Well, when
Nintendo.
you make a last gen system when it's going to the next gen.
yeah.
Right. Andrew, big, not an Xbox fanboy.
Not an Xbox.
Not a
Not at
fanboy at all.
Fan of all games.
Yeah.
I believe that.
He's a games fan.
I believe it.
Your thoughts on your Xbox One?
I love it. It does have its faults here and there. I think with the applications, it lacks tremendously. I thought going in from the 360, I'd have everything. You know, going from the 360 to the One, I thought I'd have everything that was already there.
Yeah.
And it was. I have what does it have? 15, 20 apps that you can
I'm
download.
really
And
disappointed with that.
That's it. But other than that, I was also skeptical about the Kinect. Never cared about it. Price tag never scared me. But when I got it, I couldn't live without it. I mean, I find myself wanting to talk to my car radio now. My lights in my house. It is kind of crazy in here.
Oh,
Get my.
is you alright?
You gotta have
My
it.
ears are cold.
Your ears are cold? Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about my AC.
I don't know why we have the AC on.
Continuing.
Yeah,
With the whole Kinect, the Kinect is a great feature. I mean, will it be utilized for games? Probably not. I mean, I don't want to play games using my Kinect, honestly.
You don't.
You know what I mean?
Well, okay. So the potential of the Kinect is
I love the
definitely.
Kinect. The only thing I like the Kinect for, besides the whole TV, talking to it, playing my music, all that, is fitness. I think the
is
fitness
fun,
application is fantastic.
Yeah, I heard it was really
Yeah,
good.
you know, it puts the Wii Fitness to shame.
Yeah, and it's,
Yeah.
and it's free.
I'm sorry.
What is this you speak of?
But yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know Sony or Microsoft.
yeah.
I don't know who that person is.
Andrew's like, I only know Microsoft.
Also on the Wii.
We own the Wii U.
Wii U. But I also feel like they've had since the 360, they got the best controller in the video game business. Anything fighting games, racing games, shooters,
Yes.
mainly. It can't be beat. It probably won't be beat. I do think the Xbox One controller at first, I was a little disappointed with it compared to the 360
Because it felt
but
lighter, right?
it feels a little bit made better, I believe.
Yeah.
But
It's live.
I love it
It's
now.
lighter for sure.
Yeah.
Like when I got it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is what happened." It's like Fisher Price
Yeah.
now. Like, but it turned out that I
love it.
I love the smaller joysticks.
Yep.
I
With
love
the
how
ridges.
just like they just move when I want them to. The 360, we're going back to the 360 controller, which what I thought was the greatest controller ever created, and now I just feel like, whoa, this is heavy. And
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's
then,
how
I was like, whoa.
And they
The
also
box in the
did
back.
update the firmware in the controller
Yeah,
with the
for
last
Titanfall.
update.
Yeah,
So,
because that controller was kind of off a little bit.
Yeah.
But
hands down, I think this
Yeah.
is the best controller ever made.
Well, and the back triggers. I
I
mean,
just love
at
it.
first I hated it,
Mhm.
but the way your finger moves right between them,
It's contours.
it's just, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what
Jeez.
$100 million gets you.
No, that's money
Yeah,
right
take
there.
that battery pack out of the back. I don't know. I mean,
Well, sticking on the subject with controllers, Larry, you've played you play
PS4
PlayStation
is a
4 all the
huge jump.
time. Now, tell me about how you feel about your PlayStation 4 controller.
Honestly, it's the best controller I've played with.
Right.
You know, I play a lot of fighting games. Well, I play every kind of game: first-person shooter, fighting, adventure. You know, the analog and sort they're next to each other.
Yeah.
So you know, it's a big improvement over the DualShock 3. You know, they got the little touchpad there. You have a little microphone there. I don't really use that.
How is the touchpad like utilized?
Well, in some games you can like swipe your finger across it. It'll bring up like a menu or something, or you know, something little.
So it's kind of like gimmicky.
Right now,
right now, you know, we're still in the first, like, you know, next gen's here, just came.
I can see
2
him
months.
use it.
They're gonna use it for something. I mean, overall,
Nintendo.
oh, in Battlefield, you can swipe it up to bring up your battle log and all that stuff. You know, it's like real quick.
Pretty useful.
Yeah, and
I think it can be utilized.
It's like an extra, and also it's also a clickable button too. So it's not just a swipe.
Yeah,
so it's an extra
I
button.
did read that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, besides Battlefield, I don't really know who else uses it. I mean, like NBA and Madden use it for like you know, like
It does have
just
a
look up stuff.
it's got a speaker on it too.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah, like when you play something, you can hear like the crowd or something, you know, something extra.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
It adds to
I'm
it.
not really worried about all that stuff. They just need to focus on making the games, you know, something like Titanfall, maybe,
It's a little,
you know.
yeah, it's more
But,
immersive. I like it.
The controller overall, I really like it. You know, the D-pad excellent, just like the PS3 D-pad, crazy. You know, man, honestly, that's all I really have to say.
Yeah.
I did see they have these cool little stickers that people are getting. You can put on where the light bar is and make it like
Not like
symbols.
Oh, yeah.
You can put there was like a bat symbol and there was some other stuff. It was kind of neat looking.
The light bar. In some games like Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, you know, like kind of symbolizes your health. So you know, if you're like blue, you're good. If you're like blue now, like orange or red, you're getting ready to die.
Which I think
can
is
you really
really
see
cool.
it though when you're playing? If you're holding it like this when you're
bright.
playing,
Yeah, you could. Yeah. You can
I
see
think
it.
I think that's really cool. Like the light bar was a good idea.
Well, initially they tried to do it for the camera, but you know,
Yeah.
something, you know.
I like the symbolizing the health is a really cool feature. Dennis, I haven't gotten over to you yet, man.
Well,
What are your thoughts?
my starting off is I don't actually own either system. Have both played them plenty. But I will be getting an Xbox in like 2 days before Titanfall launches because that was the only game for my birthday, of course. It was the only game I was really interested in. Plus, Steve's pre-ordered it for me. He's going to buy it for me for my birthday. Definite bonus having friends. Huge nerds, by the way.
That's why I'm friends with him.
Did he get you?
No, he didn't even get himself the collector's
No
edition,
collector's
so
edition?
yeah, I couldn't.
I can't really, be too angry.
I couldn't find myself parting with like $250
Just for a statue?
Yeah,
It would have been cool.
Like, it
Probably would have
looks-
slept with it.
it looks
not gonna
cool. Like I saw
Yeah,
the
I
statue and
really
it looks cool, but
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I really want it. I really want the statues.
But honestly, I've always been more of a PlayStation fan. I really like PS3. I mean, most people don't like the status bar thing. You go back and forth. I like it. It's really convenient. It's really organized. I mean, the Xbox One is too much like.
Cool.
yeah, that's the one thing I never.
It's too much. Xbox is just too much like Windows 8. I hate Windows 8.
Yeah, I
I
don't
really
know
do.
everybody likes Windows 8.
It's okay now.
That's all computers.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But I mean, it wasn't even like the price point. That oh yeah, it's $100 more. But I mean, PlayStation just didn't have the games coming out right away. Like, and I don't see any games that are coming out soon that I really want. I mean, I love the controller. I love both systems, and I love my PS3. But fortunately, I want an Xbox to play with my friends because all of them bought it because they have better games, and that's it.
We'll put bearded gentlemen.
But with Windows 9 coming out next year, they might do away with
They,
the whole.
I
Xbox,
hope
likes
so.
Xbox likes to release their big November dashboard update.
Because if we remember the dashboard to the original 360,
Oh my god!
it was
Yeah.
8 years ago.
You
Yeah.
can just scroll all the way to the left.
It
I
definitely
love the evolved version of the 360.
360 was great.
Like the blades.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Right.
They could have just left it alone, and it would have been a better.
that's what
Better
happens
toolbar.
with these systems though. They evolve over time.
I will
Yeah.
comment on this. PlayStation 4 cross media bar. There's too much crap. There's too much stuff on it. It should be like more condensed and like have more subfolders to it.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I have against it.
Alright, well, Hideo Kojima came out and he's talking about how he loves the PlayStation 4. Developing for it is really easy and says the system is more powerful. He's even coming out with a Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 4, pretty much, theme.
But it looks crappy.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it just says
pretty
Fox on it. He watched the weekly DLC for more on that.
Yes.
It's running at 1080p. This seems to be a pattern. The PlayStation 4 version is running at 1080p. The Xbox One version at 720p. Seems to be patterns happen with Tomb Raider. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I think it's maybe the developing the something with the Xbox and the Kinect. I think
There was a couple
Yeah, it's
trends.
the
Yeah.
Kinect using 10%.
Yeah.
of the
Well, they
system power.
mentioned Metal Gear 5, Thief, Tomb Raider, Watch Dogs, Call of Duty.
But they came out and addressed that.
Assassin's
The whole 720p issue everybody's got a problem with. But I can guarantee you put both of them next to each other.
They're only going
Yeah,
to.
that's-
There's subtle differences.
Yeah,
If
it's
the average person is sitting there playing
Yeah,
each one,
Yeah. If I play at your house and then go home play at
You're not
mine,
gonna
I'm not going
notice.
to know what happened. I mean,
Honestly,
Right.
honestly,
Yeah,
it's
you're not
not
gonna
that
know.
big of a deal.
But
It's,
Depends
It's
on how
not a
awesome
big
your TV
deal.
is.
but what-
it's
what-
just something that people. It's like, all right, you'll see like
it's
a
something to argue.
like a comment
No, it
on
really
something.
isn't, dude.
They'll see, oh yeah, 1080p. That's their thing.
This is what will set it apart for me. 1080p, or it's at 720p because of the Kinect, right? start utilizing that Kinect for multi-platform games. That the Kinect actually makes a huge difference. That say, hey, here's your PS. If I own a PS4 and an Xbox One, I'm buying it for the Xbox One because of the Kinect, and it has that Kinect advantage. So I don't care about 1080p. Like, I can't even like you said. I don't really notice it.
Well, if you have a big screen,
you'll notice.
That's not a big difference.
I mean, even coming from a huge Xbox fan, it does bother me when it first started because I didn't understand why $500 more supposed to be on par. We are in next. But
Xbox.
You're in next gen. You're in next gen. 360 was outputting at 720p. Why are we still doing it? But after reading into it so much, they came out and said it's the same issue that was with PS3 and Xbox 360. The PS3 was a lot harder to develop for when it came out for a good year or so, and now it looks like the same trend. Xbox is a little bit more complex. You got the Kinect, and it's just more complex machinery. Once the developers get a hang of it, and they've already come out and said, I can't remember which one I can cite for using it, but
it's definitely not Kojima because he's a
he
is a Sony fan. That's
he is a little.
I forgot where I was reading it online, but he came out and said, and he quoted him, by the end of the year, it's all going to be 1080p, 60 frames a second moving forward. Just right now, to get these games out on time, release dates, you just got to cut some corners, unfortunately. But
you shouldn't have to. It's next gen. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
that 360 is going to run games on 1080p, and not that it's going to look any better, but
I mean, they proved with all the Microsoft games, Forza, Rise, they all were 1080p, 60 frames, and beautiful games.
I think Forza is the only one that's actual 1080p.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's only for
Rise. All the release titles for Microsoft.
I'm pretty sure Rise is 900, I believe. I think.
It's a little bit short than 1080p, but.
I don't think they're like 100%. They're almost there.
I know Thief is running at 900. Is what they used to know.
But I mean, they proved they can do it. But those are Microsoft's games. They're allowed.
They know how to do it.
They're allowed into the extra 10% that the Kinect's using.
Right.
Microsoft's the one not letting the developers use it right now.
I don't know.
Well, Titanfall, the beta, they bumped up the beta to 1080p, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Because the alpha was like,
it was ugly.
It looks kind of crappy, but it plays really good.
Yeah, I mean they bumped it up to 1080p.
But that was definitely an alpha release. It was
it was
bare bones, just to test the network out.
Still ran flawlessly though. It was really fun to go overseas and play.
And then 1080p it runs flawlessly. It looks great. I thought it looked great. All right, how much of an advantage does Kinect give the Xbox One?
As of right now, depends what you're using it for. If you're a straight gamer and all you want's a gaming machine, I mean, you're still getting it with the Xbox. But if you prefer either one, go with the one you prefer. But I'm thinking in the future, Kinect is going to be where it's at. And PlayStation camera, I mean, yes, maybe they could patch something in with some updates and whatnot. But as of right now, side by side, Xbox should win. I mean, just in my opinion, for your whole round, I'm a single guy living at home. Yeah, I'm a single guy living at home. I love just having the one box sit there. I can watch TV, Netflix. I can switch to my games just by talking to it. I don't have to get out of my chair to switch discs.
Seamlessly.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I think that's where I love the Kinect. For games, I could care less about Kinect. Because I don't want to play Titanfall, I don't want to play Forza, I don't play nothing with Kinect. But when it comes to entertainment, the Kinect is 100% worth the extra $100 they're charging.
First game to use Kinect that is going, for me, it was a huge system seller for me. Just the thought of this game, Project Spark, looks
cool as hell. There's a beta that I'm signed up into, so as soon as I can get into that,
you have to let me know where I can sign up.
I sign up for all the betas and I get all of them.
You got to give me Project Spark, man. I am so excited for Project Spark. For me wanting to be in the game industry and be a game developer, that just looks awesome. And, so if you're not familiar with it, go look it up.
Well, even with the Kinect over the last model. It's huge. Steps and bounds over because I play Kinect Rival and it was flawless. I mean, you can control your little speed boot. It was,
it makes Nintendo
it's good.
look kind of
You said that.
I think Connect Sport Rivals has some potential.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The videos I saw and when they were doing demonstrations of it, it looks like it could be a ton of fun.
Yeah, speedboat racing was fun on the preseason demo.
I'm looking forward to like the tennis looks really fun. But, I think they have like a boxing thing, don't they, or something? I'm not sure.
It's going to have boxing.
Alright, so I have a huge question, and I think Larry can comment on this and kind of clarify for me. PlayStation Now is this thing where PlayStation is going to be able to be backwards compatible.
It's limited.
Limited, right? It's like a virtual console. Like
so the PS3 because of the games are on Blu-ray. You don't want to. I don't know why they don't want to have the system actually play PS3 games, but. What Sony's saying that eventually you'll be able to pretty much stream your PS3 games to your PS4.
Like it's like it's a streaming thing, like a Netflix type thing.
Yeah, something like that.
But do you have to buy all your old
I was going to say, my question to that is now that you have to buy them like Nintendo.
I don't know about that. I mean, that would suck.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that you will.
You probably will, but
I mean,
I don't think anybody really
get
knows.
mad at PlayStation because a lot of their HD remakes are really good.
Yeah,
they do take a lot of time when they go back. And
not to
really
mention, are you going to talk about the backwards compatibility?
I'm still talking about the backwards compatibility. I got PlayStation. Yeah.
PS1, PS2.
PS1, PS2. Is that like virtual console thing where you can?
That's going to be pretty much putting your PS1 game inside your PS4 and upscaling it to 1080p.
I thought they said it was going to be an emulator.
No.
Yeah. See, that's where I get confused.
No, you'll be able to use your actual media. They said.
Oh, see, like I've heard what you said. I've heard it both ways.
Hold
on a second. I heard that you can
break round table.
I heard that you can do it that way, like where you just put your disc in and you're good to go, and then it upgrades it to HD. Or I've heard it the way that you like a Nintendo's Virtual Console, where you just you have to find the game, pay for it, and stream it.
Right.
Which is still good because it upgrades it to HD, which is cool.
But I don't see that happening because the PS3 could play PS1 games.
Yeah.
You could actually still play them. So I don't see them going that far away.
Well, yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can pick. Yeah, all the games that I bought, and I've got new PS3 systems. I can just download them straight to my new one. No problem. So I don't know what Sony's plans are, but
I don't think anybody really knows.
Next month is supposed to be some kind of, big announcement that they're going to announce.
Well, they got to have something to combat Titanfall.
Exactly. Yeah, they're going to try. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. No one knows for sure, but I mean, Titanfall is one hell of a game, and they need to do something because
they still got multi-platform games. They got Evolve coming out. They got Thief, and the new Dying Light. Watch the preview on game night.
Yeah.
Shout out to myself. All right. So final thoughts. We'll go around the table and get our final thoughts on systems. Dennis, start us off.
They're both great systems. I mean, each system could have better potential with their hardware. I mean, PlayStation mainly, they need to come out with better games to catch up. And either way, I'm going to own both systems eventually.
Andrew? I'm going to start with final thoughts of Titanfall. Like I said, going to be game of the year in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought of one more downfall to that game that's going to hurt Xbox. Is why would they port it to the 360?
Yeah,
I didn't like
they
that.
say it's not a port though.
Yeah,
they built it for the 360.
Well, still, you shouldn't have made it, in my opinion. I mean, if you're going to try to sell the Xbox One,
should have put it
go with the Xbox
exclusively.
One.
Yeah, I agree.
360 is
I
done.
agree.
If you want the real version though,
Yeah.
you get it on
The real version.
Yeah.
The real
I agree with you.
version.
on that.
Yeah. I mean, I was fine with the PC because a lot of people are going to buy a PC. I mean, I'd buy a $500 system before I try to get it on PC.
Yeah.
But that's my final thoughts of Titanfall. On the Xbox and PS4, both great consoles. I just happen to prefer Xbox. So, since Xbox One came out, I've always preferred them. But I think both have a lot of potential, and I think it's going to be a tighter race than where it's at right now, considering how many countries PS4 is in compared to Xbox. I think give it some time. It's going to be a tight race, just like the other one, right down to the wire. I might own a PS4. I'll admit it. I might get one depending on what games come out for it, just like Dennis said. Right now, I think all the exclusives are on Xbox for my taste. Other than that, should be a good race. It's good for gamers.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely good.
I feel bad for Nintendo because I
love light them on fire on the table here.
I love the
Nintendo.
I love their product, but they have
what they can.
they have nothing to offer anymore. I mean, I've played Mario, love Mario. It's getting old. I mean,
We'll do that.
have
This is what we're
something
gonna do
else.
next week. Roundtable discussion. It's official. We're talking about Nintendo. That's gonna be part of the topics. So tune in next week. It's a little cliffhanger. Shout out to myself again. All right, so my final thoughts: software sells hardware. Right now, the only thing you have is hardware to choose from. And then the software of Titanfall is coming out. So that kind of like advantage for me, Xbox One. So software sells hardware. We'll find out what happens.
All right. Overall, for me, like I said, Titanfall's a great game. I'll probably own an Xbox, but I'm not a big fan of the whole Connect thing. If they can drop it down to $399, give me the Connectless Xbox One, I would already have one by now. PS4 is my preferred platform. Over 5.3 million sold already, and
this is very impressive.
And this is ahead of the Japan release already.
2-1.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
2-1 in the month of January.
And Titanfall is probably gonna, like Andrew said, it's gonna bump it up. It all really, honestly, depends on what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, next gen is here. I mean, get a next gen console. Pretty much.
Yes.
Go broke.
Go broke.
Yeah.
I'm going broke.
It comes down to games.
Yes.
Games. Look at the list of games coming out for each console. Whichever one works better for you, hey, get that one. No one's here to sit here. I mean, we can sit here and talk about specifics about consoles all day, but at the end of the day, games are what it is. And if you like this type of game, Sony might put more of this one out. This one, but for the end of the day, Xbox is what did it for me. They have the games I like. The platform is, I just like the way Microsoft sets things up. They did a good job with the 360, the way it evolved over time, and I just feel like the one is going to evolve over time and just keep getting better and better. And
Same with the PS4. So not gonna give a winner. Like I said at the beginning of this, there's no winner because it's the first couple months of the system. Nintendo has Mario. It has Zelda.
That is it.
Has
About the
Resident
game where you have
Evil.
to play
Okay.
Mario
Yeah, but they
and
sold it
backwards.
No.
What?
Nintendo, yeah.
Are we talking about like the retro games?
No, it's a new game for the Wii U.
I
And
don't
you
know.
play Mario backwards. They ran out of ideas.
They run out of ideas. Let's just reverse it.
I wonder where this race would be sales-wise. I wonder where the race would be sales-wise if Microsoft would have just knocked $100 off.
Exactly.
I mean, leave the
Exactly.
Connect there.
Crazy.
Well, no, but
But just wonder what it would have been.
I would already have. I would already have
side by
that. I
side.
would already have
A lot
that.
of lot of it's parents buying the system for kids.
Yeah.
And they don't know much about games. They
So
go in the
just
store,
get
which
the
one's
next gen,
cheaper? I'll take that one.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean,
Same way.
for
Xbox
me,
360.
I defend the $100 price difference. But you're very true. Like if it was the same exact price against each other, I think this would be a completely different turnout. But so that concludes the Knights of the Round. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Tune in next week. We're talking about Nintendo and probably some other.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
So stay thirsty. Not a fanboy.
What are you gonna do?
All right. Thank you.